Well, Attack on Mars did just recently get kickstarted, so maybe it's popping up in a cameo here.
But at the beginning of the initiative is Reese. I will say that you guys probably see like this sudden burst of bubbles kind of ripple to the top as, you know, he just got like probably like a surprise like, oh my god, what the fuck, and, you know, he's struggling with whatever it is. So before, like, you would see like a little bit of bubbles, but then like there's this sudden burst of a whole bunch of bubbles hitting the top all of a sudden.
The question is, does Reese care?
Well, a little bit. The problem is, you know, some bubbly water doesn't mean an awful lot, so...
Well, first round it might not, but second or third round it keeps happening, it might.
Well, let's ask this: how long has he been underwater at this point?
24 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 30?
Yeah, but I can hold my breath for infinity, basically.
You can hold your breath for another, like, 8 rounds, and then we start making checks to see if you start drowning.
Yeah. Well, I've got, like, +8 to endurance, and I've got an extra 8 rounds, so I reckon that's pretty good.
This water, you said, has been pretty still for, like, the whole time we've been out here, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, bubbles coming up isn't really a common thing, let alone, you know, like any kind of waves or anything like that, so... that kind of disturbance is, I guess, unsettling. I won't act on it quite yet, but I would like to ready, like, I don't know, like a charge and dive into the water kind of thing.
Okay.
Should it happen again? So basically I saw it and I'm kind of like, what the fuck was that? That shouldn't be happening. And if it happens again, then I'll go ahead and get more involved.
Okay. That brings us to Roger.
Well, first of all, a question. When it's grappling me, does it feel like it's wrapping arms around me, or are we talking like boa constrictor kind of grapple?
Boa constrictor kind of grapple, although not like a snake. It feels a lot squishier than a snake.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
a giant eel. Great.
It's the trash compactor beast from Star
Yeah.
Wars. Gotta be.
In fact, I'm fairly sure I specifically told Glenn that I didn't want to be facing the trash compactor beast from Star Wars when we got to
Go
this
for the
one.
eye stock. Go
This
for
is
the
why
eye
you
stock.
don't tell Glenn your fears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He writes them down.
Especially in
I
a
will-
he
horror-based
laughs at them.
campaign.
I will say this: it is not the trash compactor beast.
It's his cousin.
Yeah, it's the swamp compactor beast.
It is something far worse that Glenn imagined on a really bad day.
It's like a baby baby swamp Turesk or something. But
it's one of my aquatic fears, actually, or at least
Have you ever
dislikes.
seen the movie Teeth?
No, I try to avoid watching any movie that has to do with horror and water.
No, the movie
Um,
Teeth is about a woman who has teeth in
in
her
her
vagina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of my exes watched
So,
that. So you've got to
it's
watch
basically
this.
like that, but with tentacles coming out of it.
Great. Can I use dragon breath underwater?
Yeah, I can't. I don't see why. It will only be a close burst 2, though.
That's fine. I kind of just want to, you know, now that it's kind of wrapping itself around me, just breathe it down on it to kind of tell it to fuck off or I'll mess it up, is the theory.
Okay.
Let me just double check what I need to be rolling for it. I think it's just +2.
Well, it's 2 plus your whatever you chose.
Ah, yeah,
I went
so
with
+5.
Yeah.
I think I chose Constitution for it.
Cool.
Or did I choose Strength? Anyway, they're both the same. I'll figure it out later, I suppose. Yeah, I chose Constitution because it's got Constitution written here. Let me just double check my Mythweaver's sheet. No, I chose Strength.
Okay, I think
Apparently
I
I've got
chose
Strength for hit and Constitution for damage. Is that normal?
no. Whatever you choose is like for to hit is what also you. Oh no, the con is the damage. Sorry. So yes, that is normal.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then I apparently chose Strength, but it's the same anyway.
Yep.
So, just a question: how many attacks do you want me to be rolling? Like, is there just the one guy here?
Yeah, it's just the one guy.
Okay. Well, there's my to hit, so I assume no hit.
So your acid sprays forth from your mouth and just seems to get like diluted in the water, and kind of just like the thrashing of you and it seems like to just create a little bit of waves underwater, and just as it comes out, it just gets like washed away.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that's I think my standard.
That's a minor.
What would be? Oh,
That's a
okay.
minor.
Oh yeah, cool. So, can I attack in the same round that I've done that? Because I want to try to
Yes.
find its eyes and gouge it out.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a
Fuck
minor,
you,
so
beasts.
you
Yeah.
still have your move and
I
your
forgot about
standard.
that. Okay, well, I'll try to. I'm not sure if you want to do this fluff-like or if you just want me to roll an attack, but I want to try to find its eyes and gouge it out, or find its neck and start squeezing. So you just want me to roll a unarmed attack or something?
Yes, so that'll be just your strength modifier.
Yeah.
If you're just
Okay.
gonna try and choke this thing out.
14.
14 will hit. You manage to grab a hold of the part of it that's not wrapped around you. So, let me just check out what your unarmed damage would be.
Yeah, I just found out
D4
1d4
plus strength.
plus 3. Yeah. Choking a bitch, ineffectual.
So, just like with what feels around you, as you grab it, this creature feels very slimy.
Hmm.
And I mean, even as you start to squeeze around it, it doesn't seem to have that much of an effect on it.
Okay. Well, can I use my move while I'm being grappled? Or does grappling stop that?
Well, you can use your move, you just can't move. However, trying to escape a grab is a move action.
Oh, okay, cool. So that will be athletics?
Or acrobatics?
Endurance? My acrobatics is +0. I'd rather use anything but acrobatics.
Okay, because this is underwater, you are going to be taking a -2 penalty.
Mm-hmm. So 1d20 -2 for acrobatics?
Well, it's athletics or acrobatics. Your
Oh,
choice.
okay, cool.
Acrobatics targets their reflex score, whereas athletics would be against their fortitude.
Okay, well that's a 15 versus fortitude.
15 will hit. So you are
Okay,
able to,
sweet.
like, as you kind of like grab on and choke it, you kind of like pull it off of you, and even like as you kind of like pull it and throw it off of you, you feel like your hands are kind of sticking to it a little. And as part of a breaking a grapple, you can shift 5, like you can shift a square.
Okay, can I try to like basically kick off the bottom to try to get towards the surface?
Okay, so you want to shift like upwards?
Yeah, but
Sure.
I want to fluff it as, because I mean I'm probably heavy, so I probably can't just start swimming from mid-air. I need a bit of momentum behind me,
Okay.
so I'll just fluff it as like kicking off the bottom of the lake or river. But yeah, I'll shift up.
All right, I'll do this. I'm going to put some dots on your token. Each dot will represent how many feet down you are currently.
Okay, cool. So that's 15 feet?
Yep.
Okay,
And that's
sweet.
after you kind
I
of
think,
kick up and kind of like start to swim upwards.
I think that's the end of my turn.
All right. Just so you know, Reese, you would see a whole bunch of bubbles and a little bit of like ripples now kind of hitting the top of this water.
All right. Well, you know, given what I've observed and what I've already set in place, I guess I would head out to the water and, you know, grab a dagger and just kind of sigh and like, here we go, and do a running dive into the water.
Okay.
Towards where I see the bubbles and ripples coming up from, of course.
Okay. Show me like where you want to run and then dive, and then we'll have you do an athletics check to see how far you can jump.
Where exactly is the water and whatnot? I mean, I'm kind of having a difficult time reading this map.
Looks like it's about there. Am I right?
No. The water.
Okay, then I'm completely wrong.
Water's edge. Oop. Never mind that. Kind of like down, but it would be like here.
So it is all the green then?
Not all of it, but yeah, most of it.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, that's kind of what I was expecting. But all right.
Like
so
like
I'd probably
this square, if you took off from it, that would count as like hard land. Same with this one because it's, I'd say, half and half. So.
Well, I'd probably head out to there and then dive into the water and, you know, obviously focus on getting downward a little bit.
Okay, so I'll be making an athletics check to see how far you dive out.
Uh, 13.
So that gets you 2 squares. And then that's just your move. So if you want to use your next move to start swimming down, you can go ahead. Of course, you will be moving at half your normal move. So, or count each of the water squares as difficult terrain. And I'll say you are, with that dive, you're 5 feet underwater. So I'll give you a dot as well.
Yay. I guess at this point, I'm assuming I can't really see anything. The water's too murky.
Make a perception check.
12.
That is, you're only 5, so that's only
Wait a minute, what the hell? Alright, yeah, sorry, no.
You're only 5 feet down, so at that point, it's only a -4, so that's 8. You can kind of make out where some of the water is being disturbed below you, but I mean, you really can't see him. You can get a general direction. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I mean, just kind of a place to go. So, given that, I will, I guess, swim down to that location.
Okay, I need you to make another athletics check for your swim. Cool.
14.
Yep. So you're able to move up to 3 squares.
Well, I'd like to only move, you know, as far as I have to. So I think it's only 2 squares, really.
Moving, well, you are 10 feet above where he is and 5 feet away.
Okay, so if I have to move 1 over and then 2 down,
Yeah,
would put me like directly adjacent to him.
directly adjacent to him.
All right, that sounds good, I guess.
Okay, and I'll have you make another perception check.
15.
So that's a 5. You see his outline, and you also see the outline of something that's nearly 2 feet wide, but seems to be like 6 or 7 feet long. Other than that, I mean, it's really hard to make out what it is. But that is it for you, unless you want to spend an action point.
No, not quite at this point, I don't think.
Okay. Roger, you feel something hit you from behind. I will say it does not have combat advantage against you because you are kind of aware that, you know, you're in a situation. But a 25 against your AC.
25 against anything.
So you take 5 points of damage, and you feel something wrap around you. And it feels like something just bit you.
Okay, does it feel like the same kind of thing wrapping around me? Or...
Yeah, I would say it feels like the same kind of thing.
Damn it. Well, the neck didn't work last time, so this time we'll go for the eyes.
But that is... That's turn. So you're going to feel another thing kind of slam against your armor, but this time it seems like it just bites into the metal.
Yay! Scales on scales. Yay!
And then this will be an attempt to wrap onto you. This will be against your fortitude with a 20.
Yep.
So you're now like double immobilized. Not that it matters, but well, I mean,
like
it'll matter
fighting
for
over
yeah. It'll
who gets to grapple me.
well, they're both grappling you. It's just if you try to break free, you have to make 2 like break free attempts. Reese, something slams into you from behind. Yeah. With an 18 against your AC. I'm going to assume that hits.
You muted yourself?
Oof. You take 10 points of damage as this something bites you from behind, and then you feel it kind of wrap around your body. But that brings us to Thaddeus.
Okay, so at this point, I mean, did I see the bubbles? Did I see what caused Reese to...
Yeah, I mean,
dive
you're
into the
seeing
water?
bubbles for what caused him to jump in, and then you see Reese jump in, and then you see like another surge of bubbles from roughly where you saw Reese like hit the water just a little bit further. You see the sudden surge
Okay,
of bubbles
but-
as well.
But above sea level, there's nothing awry, like at least above the water, as far as around us.
No.
So I'm gonna look at Jorik and fuck it. I'll shrug and then sigh, and then I'll run and jump into the water.
Okay, show me where you're going to be running and jumping.
Well, I figure just diagonally these 2 squares.
Okay. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Zip, zip, and then jump into the water. Let's see, no armor penalty, just my strength, so...
Ooh.
Whopping 6, so I jump 1.
Yep.
Do you do like a bomb or something? Cannonball!
We're gonna say I just do a dive, like I just dive straight into the water like an arrow.
An arrow that only traveled 5 feet.
He's a lawn dart.
I was gonna say he is kind of stretching that armor.
What?
You're kind of filling out that armor quite a bit, you know.
Oh, it seems
I'm pretty strong.
Reese was away But you're back now?
Yeah.
Okay, what you missed during is something bit you from behind and then kind of coiled around you, and it feels soft and squishy, although it feels like it is still, like, its teeth are still in the area that it just bit. Same with you, Roger. I should have mentioned that. It feels like the thing still has its teeth sunk into your flesh. You ended up taking 10 points of damage, by the way, Reese. Unless an AC 18 doesn't hit you, which I believe it does.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Thaddeus, you're able to get to there, and just like the others, you know your extra weight causes you to get 5 feet under the water. So that's one move.
Okay. I imagine I can't see shit as far as...
Make a perception check.
Oh, skill checks are not my thing.
No. You save your
But that
20s
is
for
a
battle.
critical fail.
Yeah, so you don't even see, like, you can barely see your hands in front of your face in this water. It's like you're afraid to open up your eyes.
Yeah. It's weird, because I've got a policy on them. But I will... Fuck. I can't even tell what direction to go. I don't even know how to... Fuck it. I will just swim blindly in the down further in the same direction I was swimming whenever I hit the water, because I can't see anywhere else to go, so I'll just go straight down.
Okay, I need you to make an athletics check for the swim.
Do that. $13, a little better.
You're able to swim in the direction you want. So are you thinking, like, this way?
Well, yeah, I just, when I roll a critical fail on my perception check, I imagine I can't really tell where to go, but ideally that way.
Well, I mean, you're able to tell, like, the way that you jumped into the water.
Yeah, so I'll just do that. Why won't it? Stupid token.
Okay, and are you staying at the same depth, or are you going to go down any?
Kind of going, down and out, so at an angle.
Okay, so you're just going to be able to add 1 to your depth. That's cool. I need you to make another perception check for me.
I can do that. Ooh, 20.
You
I
are
finally
able.
opened my eyes.
Yeah, you're able to see Reese, and he has this like 6-foot long, flat black creature latched onto him, and it seems to be like coiling around him too.
I still have my minor. Could I make a nature check to tell what it is?
Sure.
My nature isn't very impressive, but here we go. Oh, 19.
Some sort of giant leech.
Oh, gross. I'm going to swim back up and leave you guys next round. I'm done.
It's better than what I was thinking. I was thinking it was a giant eel. I hate eels.
Yeah, you just wait till it starts sucking blood.
Yorick, it is your go.
Is this land or is that water?
That's actually water. Land doesn't start till like over here.
Okay.
I'll once again draw where land kind of starts.
Well, against my better judgment. I'll kind of take like this path.
You think I'm a prick,
5.
and I jumped in the water. Just so you know. Bluebell.
That means nothing. He knows Thaddeus is a coward. He's just wondering about Rogar and Reese. And yeah, I'll jump forward, do the same thing. So that'll be a 5. Awesome.
So you get like 1 square.
Yeah. Great rolls. Okay. I will then swim forward. Maybe. All right. Of
Yeah.
course, the second roll is better.
Yeah, you're able to swim up to half your. Well, treat the squares as difficult terrain.
So I'll angle down, kind of an angle for the first one.
Okay, well that's
just horizontal. Okay, so we're not treating this as like a 3D, like how you can move diagonally normal.
Yeah, it would just cost you more than, like, moving diagonal would be more than 5 feet. That's the thing. So I'll count if you're going to go on the diagonal and across one, then it would actually be 2 like squares worth of movement.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine. I'll just move over.
Wait, I'm confused. Why would being diagonally be more? I mean, it's water. It's going to be the same any direction you go.
While it is a straight line, it would be longer.
It is. It's a triangle at that point.
Yeah. I was like, unless my math has been that long since I've been in like school, I can't seem to.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Alright, and I will go ahead and mark. I guess I'll only be able to get the one that's on Reese, but that's fine.
This is really awkward, but I'm moving you there because you're sharing the same square as the creature that's attacking it. So
that's fine.
It was looking really weird.
So that means would I have seen it when I moved to this square?
No, I just meant like you're sharing the same square on the grid.
Oh, okay.
It's still 5 feet below you, so like this isn't a 3D grid. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a problem. But because I'm trying to take a two-dimensional grid and make it 3D, that's where we kind of run into the problem.
Yep. So anything that's around me.
Yep. So you do mark the one creature.
Okay.
That Thaddeus has been able to spot.
Do believe I don't have any useful miners, so yeah, nothing I care to use. All right, so
I'll have you make a perception check.
Whoa, I see everything.
Yeah, you clearly see this leech that is kind of latched onto Reese from behind and is kind of curling around him. I'm making your mark this crazy symbol just because I'm going to be using the other ones for depth.
Yep. Do I see Rogar with an 18?
Yeah, actually you'll see him too. Because
Okay.
that's only minus 10 that you'd be looking into, so that's still an 18, so that's still enough. But yeah, you can make out Rogar and the 2 leeches that are kind of curled / biting him.
They're fighting over me.
But that brings us to Rogar's turn.
Okay, so what was it to get out of a grapple again? Minor, was
Move.
it? Okay. I think I'm gonna have to... Well, would getting out of a grapple get me to test for both of them, or just one of them?
Give me 1 second to double check that. I think it might be you have to spend 1 minor per, but I just want to double check to make sure maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm kind of assuming it's 1 per, but I just want to check if I can try to gouge out their eyes.
Oh yeah, duh, wrong keyboard. Oh, you asshole. Why do you have the calculator opening up twice? aggressive. Oh, of course, when they have the area on grabs, they don't have how to end it in the same area. That would make fucking sense.
No, it's Dungeons
I'll
and
let
Dragons. They sold. Yep.
I'll let
You
you do 1 minor equals 2 grab.
Okay.
Like you can do it against both for a minor.
Okay, cool. I'll roll my athletics then now.
You're gonna have to make 2 rolls though.
Yeah, is that still with the -2?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to do this in water and whatnot, so.
Yeah. First one and the second one, I crit.
So you were unable to break away from the one biting you, but the one that isn't biting you, you're able to kind of like get it off you.
Okay. Question: do I get to do the 5-foot shift for ending that grapple?
No.
Even though I'm still grappled?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check. Then I'm gonna use my standard to try to go for the eyes of the one that's biting me, because I assume I kind of know where its head is if it's biting me. So hopefully, claws to the eye will hurt it. +3. There's my to hit. Did that hit?
Just give me a second here. I'm actually
Okay.
Googling something on leeches.
Please tell me it's not like, do big leeches suck out dragonborn intestines?
No, I'm seeing like where their eyes are located. Yeah,
I'm not
you
even sure
mentioned-
if they have eyes.
Yeah, they have 5 to 8 pairs of them.
Fuck. Well, this guy's got 1 less pair now.
I figured it was going to be how quickly they drain blood is a small one, and then you multiply that size.
Because I think that would just be instant death, basically. Just like, all blood gone. Just a desiccated husk.
Yeah.
So yeah, you dig your... That is a hit, so make your unarmed attack. Or for the damage, sorry.
Yep. Yeah, there's my damage.
And this is on the one that's biting you, correct?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm hoping he'll get startled and release, but I kind of doubt that.
No, while it does kind of thrash a little at the fact that you just jammed your claws into its eyes, you only got like 1 set.
That's okay. I'll get the next set next turn, and then a set after that. And then, once he's blind, battered, and beaten, I'll release him back into wild. Steve Irwin has taught me a lot. Beat shit up, then release it back to the wild.
Prove that man is better, and then let it go.
Exactly.
Till you get stabbed
Well,
in
if
the
it
heart with
doesn't
a
have a
stingray.
stinger, yeah.
No, see, Rogar has learnt from Steve Irwin's mistake. He has scales above his heart.